Alright, hello everybody and welcome back. If you clicked on this video, you probably want to know how much it costs to operate a diesel for a year, right? That's what I'm going to base it off of. So I have this beautiful whiteboard drawn out for you that will explain all of this, and I'll add up total cost at the end, but we'll go over breakdown between fuel, oil, and then our diesel exhaust fluid, since that is going to play a factor into your diesel. So we'll go over these three topics. I'll explain all of my math, then we'll go over the final price at the very end. So stay tuned. All right, disclaimer. We are going to run all these numbers based off of Motocraft parts, because you can obviously go out and buy different stuff and it would be cheaper. But Ford recommends that you use Motocraft stuff, so we're going to do it based off of Motocraft stuff. It's not what I use, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to go based off of what the manual says, the service manual for Ford, which I have actually, look, right here. I actually read this thing, but we can get an honest opinion on this. So we're going to do all of this based off of moderate usage of the truck. Mind you, my truck is on 37, so like my miles per gallon will differ from like a stock truck, but 15 miles to the gallon was factored into this. Moderate use, according to the manual, is 5,000 to 7,500 miles per oil change, or every 6 months, whichever comes first. So if you hit 6 months before you hit 5,000 miles, you change the oil. Or if you hit 5,000 miles before 6 months, change oil. So the average price of diesel fuel in the United States as of right now, which is the 21st of February 2024, is $4.98, which is ridiculous. So that comes to a grand total of $169.32 based off of the 34-gallon tank capacity right here that my truck has. Your truck might be different. My truck, crew cab, regular bed, 34-gallon tank is what I have. That comes to $169 per fill up. I fill up 4 times a month, right? I average about 15 miles to the gallon, which puts me right at about every week, every 7 days, I have to fill my truck up. So we're going to multiply that by 4. We get $677.28. There's 12 months in a year, so now we got to multiply that by 12, which gives us our biggest number, which is $8,127.36. Right? That's just fuel. Like we haven't even gotten into oil yet. So that's fuel. Now we need to go over fuel filters, because you're driving a diesel truck, so you're going to have a fuel filter in the engine bay, and then you're also going to have a fuel filter just on the driver's side behind the passenger door, right by the fuel tank. It'll be like a little book-looking insert that you put in there. But anyway, you have 2 of those and an O-ring that comes with the big one that goes under your cab. It's going to come to $71.91. So that's Motocraft fuel filters that I found on Amazon. So these are all the cheapest prices I could find for Motocraft stuff. But you're going to have to do that twice a year, because it recommends you doing that every, same thing, 6 months or whatever the mileage was, whatever. But you're going to hit the month part first. And if you're a diesel owner, I would highly recommend that you stick to that religiously. That way you're not blowing out a CP4. If you don't know the issues with that, please go read it. It's insane. But anyway, so moving on from that, you're going to do that twice a year. You're going to come out to $143.82 for our oil, right? Next subject. We're going to do this based off of normal temperatures, which is going to be temperatures that don't go below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Whatever that is in Celsius, figure that out. Capacity for this truck, the 6.7 liter Powerstroke, for the 2022 is 13 quarts. I think the newer versions are 15, but if you have my version of truck, it's 13. You typically buy these in 5-quart containers, right? The big ones. So you need 3 of them, which will put you, I know, at 15. You'll have leftovers. Save it for your next one. but you'll buy 3 of those. So I found those, the 10W30, because we're doing normal operation, remember? So we're gonna do $30.51 per 5 quarts. We have to buy 3 of them, so that's gonna come out to $91.53. We also need an oil filter. This is the Motocraft oil filter. This is also the Motocraft oil, like I said before. One of those filters is $21.56, which gives us the grand total of $113.09. You also have to buy 2 of those, which comes out to $226.18. This would be this. So that's for your oil and your filter. That's what you're gonna pay. Excuse me. That's what you're gonna pay yearly if you change it twice, right? So we do 21 and 91, 113 times 2, 226. Self-explanatory. So $226 a year in oil. That's assuming you only drive 10,000 miles, right? If you drive more than 10,000 miles, you're gonna pay more money. That's just assuming you did 2 oil changes, right? Because it says right here, every 6 months, which would be half a year or sooner, depending on how much you drive your truck. So moving on to the DEF, the diesel exhaust fluid, known as the DEF. The capacity of the tank on this truck is 7.2 gallons. And right now on my truck with 37s, I'm getting about 138.88 miles to the gallon of DEF in this truck, which is pretty good. So it comes out to about 1,000 miles per tank. Getting 2.5 gallons of Motocraft DEF fluid. Again, not what I use, but for the purpose of this video, we're staying with Ford stuff. Cheapest I could find it on Amazon was $22.99. We have to buy 3 of them to get our 7 gallons. You'll have leftovers, but it's not a big deal. $68.97. Every 1,000 miles, we're going to do 10,000 in a year, so we have to multiply that by 10. We get $689.70 per year. Okay, that was a lot of information, right? You got a lot of stuff you have to do to a diesel, right? And this is only going to go up the more you drive your truck. Again, this is based off of 10,000 miles. Now, bad marker. Now, our grand total here, let's write this down. We got $9,187.06. Boom. There we go. We'll underline it blue for you too. This right here. So per year, if you're driving 10,000 miles, you can expect to pay $9,187.06 per year driving this truck. So $2,000 shy of $1,000 a month. Or sorry, $3,000 shy. But anyway, that's the video. If you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that we have gone over, please feel free to leave a comment. Like and subscribe, that'd be awesome too, so we can get this out there so people can know what it's like to own a diesel, because I'm gonna do a video on the gas and you're gonna be surprised on how close this is. Everyone raves about how expensive it is to own a diesel, but when you factor in how much it is to have a Super Duty with a gas engine, 7.4 or the 6.2, it's still really expensive. So we'll hop into that later. That's a different video. But if you have any questions about diesels and how much it costs to run one for a year, $9,187, please let me know. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.